Hey guys, Anthony here, living with MS and moving forward. Well, I first start off by saying I am at a coffee shop that has taken me by surprise. I didn't think it was going to be as good as what it is, but over the past little bit, it's really impressed me, and some of the guys that I do ministry with that come in here, and it has turned out that there's a tremendous number of people that come in here. As a matter of fact, they're going to be doing a ministry night of worship in here. A young man that I ran into last week, he was in here, and he all of a sudden now he is going to be leading worship for this night of worship in here, which is awesome. Check them out. They are the Howl. They are here in Forest City, North Carolina. Give you guys an update. Tomorrow is my second half infusion of the Ocrevus. I am doing okay. I was really weak yesterday. I ended up having some of my spoons drained because of a very stressful situation that I was dealing with. But bottom line is I made it through the day, and I have made it to be out early in the morning today. So things are moving forward and stuff. Tomorrow is going to be the infusion day to go and top off the first dose. It's going to be the second half of the Ocrevus during the loading phase, and then it'll be 6 months until I get my next one. Talking to everybody that I've talked to, everybody's different, kind of like with MS. You never know what is going to go and be the result. I had a physician's assistant yesterday talk to me and asked me some questions about it, and I was telling him, I said, telling him what the risks are and stuff, and I had mentioned that there was a high rate of people getting PML from it, and which is basically a death sentence for most people. And I ended up saying that out loud to him, and he says, "No, it's just side effects. That high number." And he's like trying to tell me downplay all the downsides to the medications and stuff like that. And the funny thing is that he was a doctor who I have to see him just to go and get my pain medication because of the combination of the pain from the MS, the pain from back when the 80s when I had my injuries, and since I've had the MS, the injuries I've had and stuff, and basically he stressed me out enough that I probably could have stayed at home and not even moved. But at the same time, I also had to deal with stress of things that were stressing out the love of my life, my wife. Got people asking her to do things that she cannot do because she has got to take care of, number one, she's got to take care of herself. She doesn't need to be taking care of me or our son or our grandkids or work or her mom, her sister, her niece, anybody like that. She just needs to go and... Sorry, dropped the phone. She needs to focus in on herself and stuff, and that's one of the things that I'm learning that I have to do as well, is go and take care of myself. And that's one of the reasons why I get up at 5 o'clock on one day a week and go and meet with the guys that I meet with, is so that I know that they are up to date on what's going on in my life, in my world, and I'm up to date on them, and we can pray for one another, pray for focus for one another, for health, and for that we all continue moving forward. They don't have MS, they have their own stuff. But wait a minute. They do have MS, but their MS is not multiple sclerosis. Theirs is man syndrome. And let's face it, anybody that is ever experienced being a man knows that we all have those moments that we need help, and they definitely do. Especially in their jobs and what they do for a living, and the fact that they have kids in college, wives, stuff like that, people that count on them, just like I used to when I had my company. You know, it's one of those things that you just have to go and accept that you cannot do it on your own. You know, no man is an island. No man stands alone. We all need each other. So, do a favor today. Be a brother or a sister to somebody, because they will need it. I don't mean somebody necessarily that's got a disability or in a wheelchair or that has a struggle. It could be just somebody that needs somebody to open a door or to help them carry in some stuff, or maybe it's buy them a cup of coffee or something like that. I don't know. Let the Lord go and lead you to what it is that you need to be doing. But on another note, the coffee that I get here at the Howl, which is right next to Davis Stone, it's in the same building as Davis Stone. This is where I have been getting some of my coffee and stuff that I am drinking a couple times a week. And this has been part of my weight loss. As of this morning when I weighed in, I am at 50 pounds in, I don't know, 12, 13 days, something like that. And I'm holding on to what I can to lose it. And I'm going to keep pressing forward to lose it, because I'm going to drop back down to the weight that I wanted to be at. Bottom line is that often we go and think that we get into a situation and we can't change. Well, we can, and we should. Just have to take the initiative to do it. But, like I said, 50 pounds in like 13 days, 14 days, something like that. Yeah, it's a big number, and yes, I know that a lot of people will go and say, well, that's too much too fast. Well, I was too much too big, and being in the chair that I'm in, it's because I can't walk or exercise, is not a fun thing. I'm in a situation that I can't even get over a threshold in this chair because it's so weak to get out of my house unless I crank it up on high. And then I risk taking out a door jamb. And that's another thing that's got to be adjusted and fixed. Is getting this chair either fixed or replaced. But the bottom line is that we just have to go and do what we have to do. We have to trust that Jesus Christ is going to carry us through. He's there with us, guys. And with Him, all things are possible. He's the reason why I've been able to move forward with my MS. He's the reason, He's the hope that I have. You know, I'm not convinced that the medicine's going to be the thing. I'm convinced that He's going to be the thing that's going to get me through. And I am believing that He has got plans to use the MS. And I'm certain that He has done that because I know I was sharing with one of the gentlemen that I meet with on a regular basis this morning that my doctor, who was Muslim, who now when you walk or roll into his office, can see fruit that he has made a change from Muslim faith to either the Christian faith following Christ or that he's pursuing following Christ. I have yet to have him go and tell me that that's what he's doing, but it's all over his office. But guys, this is Anthony Holler, and I have MS, and I am moving forward here at the Howl.